Welcome everybody to session 10 of Forgotten Genesis Season 2. We're late.
It's fiddle.
We were on time, but now we're late.
Yeah, y'all were. I did
Everything
get the notification.
decided to set itself on fire and just
As long as that's the only thing that's late.
Yeah. So, it's naturally gonna be a shorter session than I had originally planned. Which means the fight in and of itself, depending on how dice rolls go, may be split into 3 parts instead of 2. But regardless, I'm gonna get some goddamn roleplay out of you beautiful chuckle fucks, even if it only manages to be for 5 minutes while my computer decides to melt through my floor like xenomorph blood. Regardless.
Let's start up a GoFundMe.
I don't stream often enough and don't have enough of an online presence to really justify getting that fully funded unless I were to wait for about 7 years while people randomly come across it. But, however, it is now on the dot 1 hour and a half after our scheduled starting time. So, we'd like to earn an inspiration die for a recap.
That's Megan's phone. Don't worry, dude.
Sorry. We almost died.
We're in the middle of battle, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're in the middle of
we're-
battle.
Yes.
But in the Feywild, we met a spooky rat.
And as far as the middle of battle thing, we managed to end it off going right into a new turn round to make things clean. Little did I know that my body would decide to want to collapse in on itself for the following week, and we'd end up losing a session, and now my computer wants to make me lose another. But, regardless.
So I can recap the Feywild part, I think.
Kill. Go for it.
I can say that I encountered a slightly gnomish figure and their companion speaking with after traversing a room full of not hypnotized snakes, but snakes that had been warded off from certain area, following the path and getting across it before watching all of the shadows rush into the room ahead. I had a conversation that was kind of one-on-one as time kind of dilated with a fey being that was snake-based, and then went on, made a little unofficial deal with the fey snake woman, and then was sent on my way to find the 2 people I had witnessed, because the time dilation had allowed them to leave and get quite a ways away. I followed them to a volcanic region where they were looking for a lava rat. They did not seem particularly prone on conversing with me. And after a musical number, the lava rat revealed itself to be a rat they had met before.
They lived in my house for a long time.
And then it kind of did the transitional music and went into a different scene that I wasn't involved with.
Wherein much of a combat scene began to, well, continue to unfold. So, in the meantime, to set things off as impatient and foaming at the mouth for action as everyone seems to be, including myself after dealing with broken fucking software. Let's get into it. So, at least as far as the group as it stands within the Feywild, you all have now been sent away by at least the entity more commonly known to at least you, Angel, and much of the rest of your group as Radigan Vermanus, to go find yet another of the sleeping Dark Fae. Specifically, the mirrored reflection of Anon, the king of the Summer Court, in a fae apparently titled the King of Deception.
Nice.
So, a lot of you have a decent bit of distance to cover and travel, or even on a dragon's back, it may not necessarily be a fast journey. You have the opportunity in the meantime to converse while you fly overland to get to roughly where you need to be before most likely venturing underneath it to find your destination.
All right. Well, that was fun. How did you know the Rat Man?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Gimme.
Muffin Man.
What?
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
How did you guys know the Rat Man?
He lived in our house.
That checks out. I haven't been in this place very long, and that everything else I've seen that just checks out.
To that point, the changeling does correct. Specifically, he lived under it. Kind of in the crawl space.
Oh, hi. We kind of ran into each other. Who are you again?
Yes.
You are, yes.
I was taught to not talk to specters in the Feywild. So.
Doesn't seem very spectery, love, just saying.
Seems kind of spectral. He's metally spectery.
Have that Bugs Bunny look at the camera moment, just kind of like blink, blink. Okay.
I
am not a...
of the Archfey. We don't talk to specters in Dark Fey world.
Well, no disrespect to... No disrespect to Piff of the Feywild. I'm not from here. First time here. Ran into Snake Lady and then found you.
So you ran into his counterpart, which is the Snake Lady. And then we talked to the counterpart of his sister, which was the fiery rat boy.
Yes, Snake Lady, Rat Boy. Those and you two. Y'all are basically the only ones I've conversed with.
I'm going to give you a little bit of information. We are in the Underdark of the Feywild.
Not yet. You are currently flying to where you need to be, getting toward the Summer Court. And you are about...
They never left.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you haven't left the lava area yet. So you're still under all that shit.
We're leaving it as we speak.
Okay, so this is a walk and talk. I forgive me for upgrading it to a fly and talk. Anyway.
It is kind of a fly and talk. But
he can't walk over lava. I'm pretty sure they're flying over it so he doesn't burn.
Fine, so he doesn't burn. Not for us. We're fine. We're immune.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm aboard my large winged snake, just kind of floating alongside y'all. You want to talk about phallic references? There's one for you.
I know there's a lot of snake.
This is a new VOD, my guy. The last one where she hyper obsessed over that which
Considering I'm
lies
listening to
betwixt.
promiscuous girl. Up at the end of the night. Sorry.
What?
We're listening
Well,
to promiscuous
maybe-
girl in the background, and that came across in the background as you talked about the snake.
The too long didn't read, Amber. When we initially jumped into call, they proceeded to spend half an hour talking about dick.
Yeah.
Megan's
Kind of.
unmedicated,
Typical
if
for
that gives you
D&D.
further context.
I mean, it sounds typical for D&D. So, I mean,
Yeah.
So, so you're a
So,
Angel is
robot.
Warforged.
Dungeons and Dongles.
Nicodemus, I thought there weren't any Warforged. Other than the one we created.
To my
I
knowledge.
hate to cut you off, but I've never heard that word before.
Most creatures created like yourself were made to create some type of war structure in other realms.
I'm confused. I thought you said there weren't other creatures like me just now.
on this world.
There are 5 rings. We live on one of them. That is the information that you're getting at the end.
That's fair. So, introductions, I've been taught are polite. He extends a hand. My name is Grandpa.
That is probably the weirdest thing to do while flying.
Angel's like, I'm still under the possibility that he is a specter. There's a moment of like, you may call me Shiny Gnome Girl until we reach the higher part of the Fey realm. She looks over Nicodemus. Should I just give him my name? There's a whole thought process going between the two of them. Like, should I just give him my name?
He didn't
Yes.
ask you to give it. He didn't give the very important Fey phrasing, so up to you. All he did was extend a hand.
I look at the chain. Do I know that this is a changeling? Is he in changeling
Oh, yeah.
garb, or is he?
Yeah,
He's just in his blatant,
normal form.
yeah, no shifted
my-
physiques.
I reach my hand out to him, and I'm like, "They call me Grandpa."
They call me a number of things depending on what face I'm wearing, but
What about this space?
See what I'm saying? It's a whole thought process in her mind.
right now,
It's a
let's,
telepathic connection.
let's just stick with Nick.
Yeah, I can work with that. She can't talk to you, but this is Z, and he kind of references towards the creature. He's kind of
I can
side saddle on.
Angel says
By
it's
all
sup.
means, go ahead and attempt.
Angel can speak to animals. Sup.
This does not qualify as an animal.
And what Z is specifically has the ability to block out telepathy.
She's gonna use actual face Sylvan speak and basically say sup.
It is not Fey.
It's a snake from a Fey lady, so would it not be
No,
Fey?
the snake from the Fey Lady is in his robot suit.
We're talking about his mount, what he is flying on top of.
Oh, you mean the Rakshasa, the big fluffy snake guy?
It ain't no Rakshasa.
What is it? Do I recognize its
He's not
origin?
riding no backwards-handed tiger man.
Tiger
That's
man.
somehow flying.
No. I'm tired. It's been a while. So, what is it? Would I recognize it?
If I recall correctly, he referred to it as a Quetzalcoatl.
It's just
this-
a coatl.
Twaddle, okay. Roll me a religion check. This will be
Not gonna know how to
pulling.
speak Spanish. Joe.
Depends on how young/old it is. We'll see.
That is a natural 20, DM.
Okay, religion check. You remember, you've read a number of books, both of what are considered current day magical creatures, alongside also some old legends from books, especially that some skags have left behind. This lines up both with rumors of celestial creature nature, and also lines up with, perhaps uncannily, with some long buried old myths from before the world was sundered into the 5 rings. This
I'm waiting for it.
Coatl, celestial creature, is very, very reminiscent of a lot of old Aztec and Incan legend.
Because there are actual Hispanic words that are made off of Mayan and Incan context.
You want to try the modernized version of the tongue to see if it can bleed down into the archaic?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
No, they're generally the same, almost. Depending on
There hasn't been much evolution in Mexican Spanish.
No.
Okay.
Oh, Mayans speak it completely. I don't want to get into that. I used to teach Mayan kids.
Mayan kids, they speak the original language, but the thing is, the Skag wouldn't know.
This will be a matter of if you're going to attempt to speak Spanish to this creature, it'll be a matter of its age to even resolve if it knows the language, and if it is old enough, it'll be a matter of trying to pierce the dialect and see if that links up.
Go to the oldest version of the dialect she knows, because she does want to travel to the ring, but she hasn't traveled yet, so she's gonna go to the oldest
She's
version
been
of the dialect.
practicing.
That's her favorite language to use that the kids don't understand.
It's like I can talk about things that you guys can't understand.
You made a point of digging up a lot of old world languages, which, by the way, all these old world languages are just a lot of what our IRL modern languages are today. It's just they've fallen radically out of practice.
I haven't studied it with the deity I usually study languages in, so.
So this is not one you've actively practiced. Okay, I want you to go ahead and.
I can try some of the older words though.
Yeah, diving into dialect and getting a feel for how it should sound and everything else.
The Mayan teacher can help over here. Where's the dialect go?
Yeah. Charisma falls into how you present it and how you play it off. Wisdom, I would say, falls into being able to accurately produce it. So.
Okay.
I want you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom check to dive into the dialect and see if you can muster something you feel is accurate.
It is a natural 20, which makes me excited because I haven't rolled these dice in a long time.
Okay, we have critical skill checks as a house rule. That, however, was a call for an attribute check. So, natural 20 making for a total of?
My wisdom is like a 3. But it's a 5 with my, Hold on, let me check and make sure.
If Dragonheart boosts that.
No, it does. It boosts it by 2. But I need to check. I think so. Hold on, just let me make sure.
He has to check. She has to check.
By all means, double check.
I don't want to mess it up. Come on. I like how this song just came on. I don't got no money to take you on a date. 6 soulmates.
I mean, I feel that. There's a reason that I'm not dating right now. I feel like I could need a better job to justify it.
Me not wrong.
I'm just a little too insane, I think.
Yeah, it's a 25, Joe. 25.
Okay, so there is a stat boost. All right, 25. You feel confident that the dialect you've produced would be accurate to the time period as much as you can. That's the of course language that is produced completely and totally foreign to your ears, or at least what constitutes your ears.
I don't know.
Now, that said, I'm going to roll for your amount, basically to dictate its age. It's celestial. This thing can be real young or really goddamn old.
I had in my mind it was relatively young, but I never. But just if you look at the stat sheet for it, it speaks all languages. It just doesn't speak.
Well, I can mental speak.
Okay. Since this is your amount, I want you to call a higher level.
Go low.
Okay. rolled high, so your mount proceeds to just cock his head like a curious dog, wondering what the fuck he just heard.
I look at her and at my mouth. I'm like, she tried. You might as well talk to her. I'll introduce you real quick.
Your mount is able to communicate telepathically, correct?
Its languages are all, but only through telepathy, up to 120 feet.
Cool. Feel free to introduce.
She's gonna go full into Spanish.
This is Zad Kalan, which is the name we came up with. I've been with her for about, what is it? No. Originally. 6-ish, kind of 7-ish years, maybe. She didn't always look like this.
A sing-song tone begins to pierce into your mind, reminiscent of Celestial. 7 years, 4 months, 12 days, and 15 hours now.
Oh.
But who's counting?
Apparently she is.
I'm letting you know that Angel and Nicodemus start speaking Spanish back and forth to each other. This thing's old.
What the fuck are they saying?
I have no idea. I think they think you speak this language.
It feels like something that maybe I should know if I were to talk to family, but this feels a little bit. It feels a little
I never really asked
celestialist.
you. Compared to other people of your background, are you considered young, old, average?
Well, if you, on a celestial scale, if you were to consider a day to pass as a lifetime were to pass for a human, I was born yesterday. Technically.
How long of yesterday were you an elk?
Referencing human lifetimes.
100 years.
100 years. Oh, I'm sorry.
8.5 human lifetimes.
You were an elk for a long time then.
Spent most of it sleeping.
Well.
Just a baby.
I think we're trying to. I think at least as long as I think we're trying to make an impression here. I know that these are new people, but for now at least, if they want to talk to you, as long as it's nothing to,
I'm beginning
maybe
to
just
kind of get an inkling of what the fuck they're talking about. It sounds weird.
Yeah,
look, I
but
listen to anything long enough, I begin to pick up on it, even if it's a childish, made-up language.
Everything we've run into since we've gotten here has been weird, though.
We're in the Feywild, it's going to be.
Angel and Nicodemus slide into perfect celestial.
Who? What?
Nicodemus and Angel are gonna slide into perfect celestial.
See, that's easier.
She's doing it again.
That's much easier.
Yeah, I recognize that. That's the one you were trying to teach me.
You still need a bit of work.
Oh. You're the only person I know until these two people that know that language. I just have never quite.
Well, then maybe I can ham up the puppy dog.
This is all in my head.
And persuade them to be assistant tutors to get through that thick metal head of yours.
Well, I know you're good with I know you're good with this language. I want you to like flower it up. Make them think that you're like, regal among whatever this is. So I want you to
Regal.
use your Shakespearean version of whatever that language is.
Whatever collection of fae are immediately beneath me are going to get a rain shower of vomit. Regal, are you serious?
Just when you're talking, just when you're telepathing with these two.
Make a persuasion check.
He's a sassy Sue.
Oh.
I have to be. A metal man's on my back.
I do have a question. Does the Celestial recognize the Celestials?
I'm having fun.
You say this is persuasion?
Yes,
That's a
persuade her to do what you want. Say what she wants.
I'll be regal when I see a snake swallow its own ass.
Oh, an Aurora Boreas.
We've run into a lot of weird snakes here. We might see that sooner than you think.
We just left the snake one and we're not going back.
Yeah, but we brought one with us, so there's no telling what we're gonna get into.
Yes, we brought the pipsqueak as it lifts its head and lifts its tail in a motion as if to try to flip the bird without hands.
It's weird because it's like it knew what you were saying even though you don't talk.
I think it just understands the tone of someone insulting it. And it just narrows its eyes looking at you.
Okay. So back to the task. You might go ahead and let them know. I don't think they don't seem keen on talking to me. You might let them know that you understand common and everything else. Or else this is going to be really a game of...
In a case of really awkward, distracted driving, as his head is turned toward you amidst this conversation, he quickly barrel rolls out of the way of this clearly drunken flying monkey in your flight path.
Whoa now.
I'm letting you know that I let Navarre full on eat that thing.
The monkey's about to go, you
You're in my flight path.
What the fuck just happened?
Here.
What the hell was that?
Dinner.
About 3 miles off, there's a bright green witch with a telescope, putting it back in. Fuck that!
Snakey, cover your eyes.
That was a joke, but flying monkeys are a legitimate stat block.
It's Navarre.
Alright, I'm going to try to talk to them, see how it goes. Hey! Regality's not happening, I'm sorry.
Hi.
I get it. I get you. Just, you know what to do.
So what's with the private conversation talk? Because I can understand all of it. The language you tried, though, was a little weird. It sounded a little weird.
Considering your background, I was hoping that you would understand it.
Little before my time, I'm guessing. Anyway, what's your deal? Because both of you reek of...
Celestial magic?
familiar musk, I'll put it that way.
Do I tell this creature, considering what it is? Would I know that it would be okay?
Given your natural 20 on the religion check, it is beholden to the individual that summoned it. So
just to be fair, I don't like enforce a strict moral code on her.
Yeah.
I can't, so far she hasn't done anything that I've just found atrocious.
Yeah. Usually
so
summoned mounts are beholden to the ones that summon to them. This one seems a little bit on a looser leash. So it's a coin toss.
I'm going to let you know this is where Angel moves around Nicodemus on top of Navarre. Pulls down.
Somebody tell me what
top of
Navarre is.
her-
Navarre
is a dragon.
Yeah. So basically, you are looking at what appears to be this full winged. Well, not really riding drake anymore, as of course once it got to level 20, it did just it graduated to a full-on dragon. You also, given your background in metallurgy, do immediately recognize the scale color. These are adamantine scales. There is this unmistakable black sheen that seems to reflect a sheen of green when it catches the light. It's not mechanical in nature, but it is, in terms of dragons, most likely pretty fucking rare.
Wow. Roughly, just for my over table mind, what age group is it in?
I mean, at its
Like,
size,
is this an
technically
ancient?
no. At its size, it's considered adolescent to adult. Basically, to keep it
A young.
in proper pairing with the actual, well,
So probably
character
okay.
class that's
I got an
utilizing.
idea. I got an idea.
Toss a coin.
So now, Nick and Shiny Gnome Girl, until we reach a higher part of the Fey realm, where are y'all headed?
To wake up our kin.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
To wake up kin.
To wake up kin. Who's kin?
My children's kin.
I think they mean family.
I kind of got that with the second one, but I was gonna ride with it, just make myself not look, But you're right. I think you're right.
She looks down at the small celestial that's addressed her. I'm gonna let you guess, because I'm very much like you, but a little bit bigger. Maybe a lot bigger.
I'm gonna roll a religion check for Z. If you want to pull up Z's stat block, do they have proficiency in religion? Yeah. Do they have proficiency in religion? And do they? Otherwise, what is their wisdom modifier? If not, so
They do not have any specific skill proficiencies.
okay. D20 plus the wisdom modifier.
So that'll be a nat 14 plus 4 is 18.
18. Those serpentine eyes narrow for a moment. They're weird.
I
Again.
will smite you today.
Everything we have seen
out,
in
I
this
can do
place has been weird.
This is what she says back into the snake. She's
There
letting this cat
is burgeoning divine energy, not just coming out of them, but like moving through their skin. It's a little. They're weird.
Are you talking about both of them or just the one?
Both of them, and it's. If I were to treat it like an aroma, it's two distinctly different smells, but it produces an incredible combined aroma when they intermix, like two separate food items making a dish.
Would I know what a changeling is?
At this level, yeah, you would probably have encountered some on the road, on the rare occasion.
So that one, the one that said his name was Nick, I think he's a Fae.
Not anymore.
Did you say that he smells celestial?
They both do.
We also, our entire bodies cover the scales, Joe.
Okay.
There's
Well,
that.
Nick.
They also have the worst case of eczema I've ever.
Scales all over our entire body. Bright pink. We're literally glowing pink now. What the problem is
Yeah,
for both
irritated eczema. No.
Sure.
Well, Sir Nick, Lady Shiny Gnome Girl, until we reach a higher part of the Fey realm.
I like
Sir.
that. Great.
He's trying to stroke my ego. I'm not knighted, but I appreciate it.
Yes, but you are
Where-
sort of a warlord.
A laird. Kinda.
If you have proper titles, we can go over that. But you're going to seek out the family of your offspring. Do they live here? Or are we going somewhere else? Can I tag along?
You're welcome to tag along. I mean, but we're waking them up because there's a war going on with the Abyss.
Yeah, the war thing
yes,
you are well aware of. You've witnessed some of the conflict going on just off in the distance, even as you've been flying.
Yeah, and the snake lady told me about it. Okay. I've already met with some individuals who were talking about this war. And I imagine all that, and I just kind of reference in that general direction, is what she was talking about. If you don't mind, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier of fate. I would love to join you on this awakening quest, I suppose.
We would probably almost be there by now, considering how fast you are.
As I might as well mention, as this conversation has gone on in the sort of minutes and near hours that have passed, below you the scenery does almost starkly transition from what appears to be sort of an amber and auburn autumn coloration beneath you to a striking deep and darkened verdant color, indicative of deep summer overgrowth. There's this just sort of dense and striking almost flood of foliage that is all not quite overgrown, but all seemingly just well blemished by the sun and absolutely well hydrated. Even just entering into the airspace, you can feel a shift in humidity that kind of gives an echo of just kind of flying into a hot summer day.
If at any point we start a descent, I would like to keep an eye out for any humanoids.
Absolutely.
We're looking for a large overgrowth, aren't we? Because of this, where we're at.
Yeah, overgrowth, maybe not necessarily, but definitely perhaps an overgrown cavern of some kind, as again, this will be under this court in some regard.
Welcome to the underground. How was the fall?
I would instruct Navarre to smell for the Fae, because they have very distinct smells.
Yeah, smelling for something off in a densely packed court's going to be difficult for him. But absolutely. Not a bad roll for him. He does begin to catch a smell that is familiar, strikingly familiar, almost identical to all of the aroma kind of coming off the rest of the area. There's something that's just slightly weird about it. And he begins to adjust his course and move. Now, as far as you looking out for the presence of humanoids, give me a perception check, Grandpa.
Grandpa. Perception. That would be a great big 5. I would like to ask Z to be on the lookout as well. She'll know why.
Alrighty. In which case then Z will keep their eyes peeled, as I'm assuming you guys probably follow the slightly altered course as it begins to sort of bank down in toward the court. Quickly, though, as you're going, you, at least with your body built out of what it is, not really that badly affected by the wind. You don't have to worry about squinting eyes when getting buffeted like that. However, as you all continue to bank down and make your way down toward the court, even without a perception check at this distance now, it becomes fairly apparent the presence of humanoids of many kind, whether they're satyrs and fauns, whether they're summer-corded eladrin with this stark golden tone to their skin, whether they're innumerable dryads or seemingly living humanoid plants of other forms, many of whom seem battle-ready and marching toward the border of the court, wherein you can see, held at bay mostly by a border of falling rain, a vicious, encroaching assault of demonic rage.
Nick,
This
can you get
this
me
looks like
close
fun.
enough, please? Nick, we're gonna wake up the center part, but I want to hit the end of that.
You
Can
want to
he,
fly?
or any?
You want to fly near the combat zone?
I want to make an explosion.
Okay.
Are you magic?
You could say that.
I would have thought the divine essence thing kind of laid that out. Grandpa. He just responds a little flabbergasted.
Nick, I need you to get me close, and then we're gonna fly out of it. We're gonna hit that thing with the radiant blast, and we're moving out of it. Now.
Okay.
I need time to wake him up, and I don't want him woken up in a bad way.
You want to fly near the combat zone? Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and deal with some potential abyssal complications as you get closer to that border, and even the tone of the sky seems to start to shift. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and give me a d20, please.
Better?
220.
This is looking for more random result rather than a high or low result.
It's a 10.
10. Hey. Alright. So the threat is based on the terrain. Helpful that you're flying in this case. As you can see, the biome unnaturally shift in the combat zone to... A desert wasteland. The overt summer environment just kind of giving way to sands and waste and glass and an oppressive aridity. And then I also got a roll for a couple more things, including unusual color and additional threat types. Oh, okay, odd. The sands in the desert area are this off dull blue. It gives off this sort of very concerning spiritual essence. And as far as the threat type, I'm going to roll one of these D100s, and since you're imposing yourself, I want you to roll another one of them.
Oh yeah, you're tired.
She's so cute.
So am I watching them zoom off towards this battlefront?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wee.
it's a 21, Joe. I don't know what that's gonna get me.
Okay. So, similar actually to the border of Capulus Medicus, there is this overt assault of beetles, but they seem to be sort of intermingled and intermixed with the sand. Perhaps they even are the sand. These blue beetles that are sort of being the barrier and the ichor through which many of the assaulting parties are manifesting. And even getting near this, there's this horrible fog that begins to pierce into your mind, this numbing and oppressive soup in your thought. as the threat that you rolled for is specifically mind-numbing. It inflicts temporary intelligence damage, which is to say, I need you to roll me a d4. As you feel part of your intellect being leached away in the proximity.
1.
You feel many of your most recent memories start to become dull, pushed to the back of your mind, hard to recall, hard to focus on. And you know it's in a very unnatural way.
She says Nick stay in flight, and she takes out a vial of holy water.
I'm going to roll for Nick and Navarre as well, because this also affects them since they've entered this area.
Okay.
Nick takes 1 point, just like yourself. Now, Navarre, your mount.
Oh no.
Don't fuck us over, Joe. We're flying.
You didn't lose enough to forget how to fly. That was a risk.
Yeah, but forgetting us is a problem.
It goes from the very hungry, so who are we gonna eat? What are those?
Demons.
What?
Oh, God.
What are those?
I feel a little
Oh, yeah.
weird.
Focus.
Need to
Wait,
do
and
this.
we'll move out of this area. Nick, I need you to fire. She hands a... I hate this. I'm using my last stick. I don't want to use my last stick.
Do you want to use it on this cinematic moment to try and impose a delay, or do you want to save it for something?
Ah!
Ow.
No, we're gonna go ahead and pull him back. Okay, we're gonna go wake up Sen Boy.
Okay. Noticing the brain melting effect that being in the proximity of this area seems to have, you feel it's a safer bet to make your distance.
Let's get out of the range of this just for a little bit.
Okay, and you feel that fog in your mind dissipate as you make enough of a distance. And had at least 2 of you rolled 4, you would have been attacked by a demonic rock. And I don't mean rock R-O-C-K, I mean R-O-C.
Yeah, and that ROC would have been dead in 2 minutes with a radiant blast in the middle of a Feywild.
Dun, 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 dun.
Holy water bomb. Anyway, what? I'm right here. What do you want?
Down. Let's go find him.
Okay. Allowing Navarre to kind of return to himself, he's got to kind of try and recollect and re-identify that scent. Given the fucking level of brain fog that he was flown into. Having a bit of trouble. I can't pick it up. I know roughly where I lost it. Before I was turned off course.
I can smell it, can I?
Roll a perception.
Dragon?
This is something that's insanely subtle, so roll a perception check.
Here. Oh. I haven't played it in so long. You're being so nice to me. Okay, let me take a where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Boop, 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 boop.
I lost it. I lost it.
Boop, 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 boop. Do I need to call it?
I lost the phone. This little purple die, I don't want to lose it. It's gonna roll. It's gonna roll.
Here, let me call it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture and send it to Amber.
No, you can put it in and confirm your roll.
Right here, buddies. And I only rolled 1. I'm really happy. Okay, now confirm your roll.
Ah, yes, last time when I rolled a lot better than this time.
There you go, Joe.
Okay.
They haven't been this nice to me in a while.
Now, is
so
it the
I'm
one
very
that says
happy.
1 or the one that says 20?
It's the one in the middle, Joe. I left a little open space so I could roll it.
You just gotta be sure, because there's a pile of details.
I only rolled one. There was only one roll. You told me to start just rolling the one.
Okay. This is being a bit of a shit, but either way.
Don't be a shit. I've worked really hard.
I'm obligated. I'm the DM. I've got to be a bit of a shit. So,
Okay.
being in this range and noting what Navar pointed out, that it smelled almost the same, just something slightly off about it. You catch that familiar aroma of sort of like soft earth after a summer rain. That sort of familiar smell that's calming, that's wonderful, that just kind of indicates summertime for a lot of people. And there's a secondary version of it, almost, that you catch, separate in its direction, in its orientation, and there's this just ever so mild essence to it that seems
Sick?
laced with mildew or fungus.
Ew.
It's gross.
Like the rain fell somewhere in the wrong spot. Then it starts to smell sweet the more you turn toward it and the more you approach in the direction of it. You expect
Not in
it
a good way.
in a confusing way, almost like the tone of the aroma has shifted entirely. There is the note, at least, that that this Archfae's title is the King of Deception, so it's a little... The way it seems to be tricking your nose, you imagine would be similar in the way that the smell of a particularly toxic mushroom might be intoxicating and enticing to the nose of a dog. And what you eventually come upon, you expect to find, the opening to a the opening to a cavern of some kind. But you instead find a horrendously overgrown sinkhole, where there seems to be water trickling into and soil flowing out. Twisting and churning like the sinkhole itself. Small though it is, maybe 15 feet by 15 feet on either end, seems almost alive in a way. Like a pustule in the earth.
You just said a pustule in the earth, Joe. You know what the temptation is when you have a pustule in the earth?
Or a quivering blackhead.
You know what the temptation is with that? Is you're gonna pop
it like a zit.
By the way, that is what you all land outside of. Bizarre
we're not landing.
Sight that is. You want to fly into it. It is...
No, we're sitting near it.
You what?
We're gonna sit to near it. Like where we can shoot things in it.
You're gonna land on one of the trees or some shit?
No. We're gonna sit in the air above and shoot things in it.
You want to hover. Okay.
I'm busy. We've got places to be.
Does Grandpa follow suit with this hovering?
I am sticking back because I see a pustule in the ground and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I suppose it's more in the analogy sense, like a pustule, not like literal, like pus is bubbling from the earth.
I'm letting you know she yells into the air with thaumaturgy. Either you come out and act like an adult, or I blast you with radiance. Because then there will be no deception here.
There is no response. As you
Really?
recall, all of the Dark Fae have been put to sleep.
I'm going to literally play a really alarming alarm noise with one of my instruments. Straight with thaumaturgy into this hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna be as annoying as possible. This is a Fae moment.
And as the siren sound echoes down into the cavern, you see the undulating hole in the earth start to grow spikes out of its side, jutted bits of rock and earthen material growing around the edged circle before they each clench shut.
I've seen this movie before.
The trees begin to twist and contort, their root systems ripped from the ground, reaching up like tendrils. As the jutted earthen teeth screech open, and you hear the thunderous bass of an earthquake begin to echo from the open abyss beneath you.
I kind of call from a little bit of a distance. Well, I don't know what that was, but you made it mad.
It's okay. I'm Pip's child. This is what we do. We are annoying it on purpose. That's essentially what Pip tells her to do.
I would like the two of you to roll initiative against the Earth Maw. And this is where this will join the initiative list of the others, as this will now be a conjoined mixing of scenes between two realms of conflict. I did not have a map prepared for this because I did not expect. Well, I don't know what I expected. I rolled to see if it would turn hostile.
You said he was going to be deceptive. I don't have time for deception. Deception's not okay. We got things to do, places to be.
I rolled a 20.
20.
I also rolled a 20.
That's what?
Total 20. Okay. Total 20.
Total 20.
28.
Okay. Total 20.
28 is going to be my total.
Okay. 20, Grandpa. 28, Angel.
Mm-hmm. Because it's a natural 20 plus the 8 with my stuff.
Yep, Slack, what are you doing?
Sorry, what?
And then I'm going to roll initiative for the Earth Maw. Bit of Sarlacc influence, bit of Kraken, a la Pirates of the Caribbean influence in terms of that visual. Oh! Okay.
Everybody dies.
Cool.
Did you roll the 1?
No.
What, Joe?
I got a crit.
I also critted.
For a buff.
What I'm saying.
So, okay.
Holy crit.
It's the first time this has ever happened. I'm excited.
It's not the first time, actually. It's just been a while.
Wait.
Since I could hold my head up
How's it been?
high.
It's been a while since I first saw you. All right, so now that we enter conjoined initiative and conjoined conflict between two realms and a split party, let me go ahead and switch the music to something more appropriate. As now, as this enormous creature makes its presence known to all of you, the scene shifts to a very different set of teeth. Smiling and bared despite the damage he has taken.
We're still in the airdrome.
I know.
6 and 7.
Smiles, the elder Nosferatu. Despite everything, turns an all too curious gaze toward you, Avery.
I kind of shrink behind the little shield. Not literally shrink, just like kind of like.
Now, remind me, everybody, in terms of theater, how far away did you push him? He's about 40 feet away, if I remember correctly. I know Vanessa
That
did
would
most
be a
of the
question
most of the
for,
pushing.
I let them take care of it. All I've got is V attached to this thing, trying to figure out a way to get in.
Well, Venestra says C, so I guess, yeah, 40 feet.
40 feet, okay. Cool.
I'm 30 feet away from him. Because I had to be.
For its movement action, it's going to burrow. As it disappears beneath the rock and the earth and well, looking at the dirt and mud now, you realize it looks almost a little fleshy.
Is Violet still attached to this thing?
Violet
goes
never
under the
grappled him. Violet was just kind of on top of his space.
On him. So should she go with him?
There was no grapple with which
No,
she
it's
could
not a
do
grapple.
so.
It's just being attached. No grappling.
There was no grappling. There was no pinning. There was no
No. Like,
mechanic.
okay, so question.
She did not go with him.
Okay. So it's just the disappointment of the monster going under the earth and just being frustrated. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. That's the visual I need a DM. I just need to know where the dog is feeling right now. The dog has watched the worm go under the ground and get frustrated at it.
Now, for its attack action, it's going to use Entombed Companion. Brick.
Yes.
Does a 26 hit you?
I'm pulling up my character sheet right now, but I'm pretty goddamn sure it does. You said a 26?
Yeah.
That's more than
We just got
11.
a
Yeah,
mess.
it hits.
We just got a message that it asked, is it a ranged attack?
Yeah,
No.
she asked. Yeah, she asked.
Would be considered closer to a charged attack.
He was. He
Okay.
used one of his legendaries last.
This wasn't a legendary. This was just an action. It is his turn. And legendaries recharge after each turn.
All right, so
That's what's sketchy
was
about him. Continuing what
was-
he was doing. Yeah. So 26 hits you. A pair of gnarled hands burst up from the earth beneath your feet. Latch onto and dig into your ankles.
Dealing how much?
Dealing, all in all, not much piercing damage, as that's not the goal of this attack. Let's see here. 3 piercing damage. And now it's going to try and pull you into the crushing rock and earth beneath your feet.
Oh.
I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Well, fuck. Now, can I use a reaction to him grabbing me?
Do you have any reactions that explicitly act on the condition of having been attacked?
Yes. When you take damage from a creature. It's the same one that I've already done in this fight.
When you take damage from a creature...
I can, it's telekinetic reprisal, so... on failure, oh my god, I can't speak with that echo. On a failure...
it's coming from...
I'm gonna have to mute Grandpa.
Speaker might not agree.
Alright, now I'm gonna...
He's getting some doubling from you.
On a failure, the target takes 2d8 force damage and pushed up to 10 feet away from me. On a success, the target takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay, and they need to make what kind of saving throw?
Strength. DC 17.
Okay. 22.
22. So that's a success. So now I need to roll, instead of 2d8, just 1d8. Or actually, is it 2d8 divided by 2? I think that's what was going.
It'll be 2d8, and then the total will be divided by 2. Yes. It'll take half damage.
Where is it? This one. 6 and 2. That's 8. So he takes 4 force damage when he grabs me and pierces me.
Okay. As a little bit of your own telekinetic reaction billows against its skin, you feel your body wrenched beneath the earth, and just before the rocks begin to collide and collapse into your body, you are staring face to face, mere inches away from this smiling, toothy face.
Well, there's not really much I can do about it because it's not my turn yet.
You are going to take, and by the way, at the end of your, well, actually, at the start of your turn, you will have the chance to make a strength saving throw to break free of this.
I feel like he's targeting me, so I think it would probably be in my best interest to kind of start to... No, whatever happened to my my aberration that I summoned last time?
Your aberration's still on the field.
Okay, he just kind of dug away from it.
He dug straight down, dug forward to you, and then basically came up from the earth. Like a goddamn psycho. Okay, so you take... Ooh. 43 points of bludgeoning damage.
We also have a big dragon on the field, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, now I'm definitely unleashing some more powerful magic on my turn.
Yeah, you are considered grappled and restrained. This does not prevent you from casting, by the way. And again, at the start of your turn, you will have the chance to make a strength saving throw to break free of this. Other characters may also try to assist you and pull you free from the rock. So, that is his fucking statistic-ass turn. As I gotta go back down to the combat list. Where the fuck did it go? God damn it. I was just looking at the Lady Kaylee and Blade Dig bullshit. Alright. I got distracted. Okay. And right as you are pulled beneath the earth, change in scenery. Angel flying right above Toothy Maw.
I'm letting you know she started singing Africa by Toto at this point.
You're just singing? Alright, what are you gonna do?
I am going to I might sing Stapleton down at Georgia and see what happens. By also summoning Crown of Stars within my thaumaturgy moment.
Summoning and using? Okay.
You decided that you're going to attack me. We have problems.
I mean, it hasn't
Outside of your
attacked
area.
yet. It's just made itself very big and very threatening.
That's what I'm gonna make it myself very threatening. We're going to make it very deceptive. We're gonna carry the Crown of Stars around our head, and we're just gonna let it sit there for a minute and let you think
Okay.
about it for a second.
Summoning the Crown of Stars in preparation for bullshittery. Okay, anything else you'd like to do? You have a movement action and a bonus action where it's should you choose to use them.
While I'm using thaumaturgy, I'm like, either you can wake up and face the music, or we can keep singing. There's a little bit of a minute, and it's like she starts singing a song about a liar, which is basically she's gonna sing a song about devil going down a door. So it's gonna be there's a little bit of like, are you gonna listen? Because we really need you awake now. You need to wake up. Time to wake up. Wake up, Jeff. Everybody's wiggling.
Devil
Wake
went down
up,
to Wild
Jeff.
Ridge. Alright, so
I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? We're just gonna sit with it in our hair.
that's what you've chosen to do, and that's what's your turn. So next up we have
It's trying
Violet.
to feel.
As we again shift scenery to the other character that you control.
It's toil.
Violet sees it as a toy when it is very much believing that it's toying with all of you.
It's Avery. Do I take its toy away? This is a dog. I'm trying to think like a dog.
It is 40 feet away and currently buried in the earth, smiling hungrily at your poor changeling bud. It's very limited armor class. Sorry, you do not have 11 AC right now. You have mage armor.
Yeah. He has 18.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
18 AC. You still got hit regardless, but
Still got hit,
you're a
but
little
yeah.
harder to hit than you initially believed.
I just need to figure out how to override AC to. Is that extra 5? No, 7.
So it is 13 plus your dexterity modifier. That is how mage armor is calculated.
It is 13 plus my dexterity modifier.
Yep.
I have a question for Avery. Would you like?
I'm in the ground.
Would you like? Oh, crap.
Yes, I would.
You both have this purely mental conversation of desperation through rock-covered moans and screeches.
Is it so? It's underneath Avery, right?
It is face to face with him under the rocks.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Which, by the way,
okay.
Avery, now being underneath this ground, that sensation of the ground being fleshy is compounded. The rocks themselves feel more like cartilage and calcified substances than anything else. There's a distinct feeling of irksomeness to what you found yourself buried in.
Lovely.
DM, I have a question. Are we standing on necrotic flesh?
Possibly.
Is that what it smells like? To doggo.
It smells like dirt. And blood. Everything here smells
Said it
like
was
blood.
fleshy and squishy.
Looks like it, yeah.
going to take a deep breath.
You want to try and eat your way? Violet takes a level in Pac-Man.
His dog might eat dirt. We don't know.
Quick, somebody come up with Violet art that is literally just a circle with rough etchings of her art style. Eating small blips on her way to a currently very fucking terrified, I'm assuming at least, Avery.
She's actually gonna take out the trees. So she's going to use radiant fire on these bloody trees.
Radiant fire on the trees, okay. The trees themselves don't seem to be an immediate threat, however, the ones that seem to be mostly just arms sticking out of the ground that seem slightly tree-like,
Yeah.
sure.
That's what we're gonna aim at.
There are a number of them dotted around this fairly large space, so you're just going to go ahead and try and take out the few that are in your immediate range. Fair enough.
Make go boom.
Roll damage.
No damage. Okay.
And also, what kind of saving throw do they need to make? Let me go ahead and pull up the Demestra chat.
The wisdom saving
Also,
throw.
Animera thinks Avery is a fool for not mage armoring. Where is Nosferatu? Nosferatu is currently down under earth with Avery, smiling at him. Is he targetable? I mean...
Yeah!
You want to do some digging?
That was the whole
This
goal.
is the bitch that is burrowing enemies, and I haven't had a chance to use one on it until now.
I've got... Is it... How many D6 is it?
Well, she will tell you.
No, she doesn't tell me. Does it tell me? No, I don't have... The sheet disappeared again.
Balls.
No, it just like it desynced on my computer. I had to reload it in. Yeah, we're gonna go for 4d10 radiant damage.
4d10 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this one at a time. 8.
Grab your click decks.
9. 8. 7. 8, 9, 8, 7.
Mm-hmm. 32. Okay, 32 damage. Scorching at the range that you're at. Let me take a look at the map, because I did specifically lay out where most of these arms were.
And if there's a range where she can get more of them,
She can get to get more of them. She probably.
She's got a good range. I'm gonna grab my visual one more time.
Probably upper left corner is going to be one of your stronger concentrations of them, given where the shit's going down right now.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
I don't want these things trying to kill us.
It is a really large area, but that said,
it's a large.
32 radiant damage. Zombies don't have much HP. These are classified as hard to kill zombies, which means they have a chance to just come right back up. So, you've, for all intents and purposes, scorched these arms. I'm going to roll to see if they regenerate. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. Now for number 5 in that area. Rolling like shit. Okay. You take out 5 of the zombie arms.
Can she take up the snacks as they fall and search for?
Are you certain that you want to snack on that? Okay. I'll have you roll on a disease table later.
No, it's the bones after they're left over. Is bone. Must eat.
I'll have you roll on a disease table later. Either way.
Great. She might not pick it up, but it's like one of those things. If she doesn't like the flavor, she's gonna go.
Right. Okay.
It also may be something that Halcyon may warn her about, but dog.
All right, and so you're using your movement action to go and collect bones. All right, next up.
No. My movement, if I can, I'm gonna try to run to Avery, see if we can get Avery out.
Fair enough. Your movement speed in this form is
80.
Yeah, you can do that. You definitely get within range of him. So on your next turn, you'll have the ability to potentially deal with that. Now you do end up having to go past, I believe, one of the gargoyles to get to him. You are within its attack range, technically, given how shelled in Avery was. So you don't incur an attack of opportunity yet. We'll see. You are now a point of interest for this thing. Now, as another change of scenery, back to the Earth Maw itself. This twitching, undulating, massive example of almost a biome come to life. I'm gonna roll to see what it does. Because you are singing Devil Down to Georgia down its throat.
She also did yell at it to wake up.
Not always that simple. As yelling at these Fae to wake up has never been how they do.
I know, but we are hopeful.
Okay,
He also has radiant stars beaming sunlight into the space.
yeah, you are the closest threat to this throw. Nah, fuck it, I'm gonna roll for interlopers. So you watch as some of the rooted tendrils take a swipe through the hill next to you and basically curl up around a pile of demons. But it doesn't crush them. Their muscles begin to swell. And swell.
And swell.
And swell.
And swell.
Until their muscles seem to lose solid tensile strength, grow almost mush-like in how much they expand, until they themselves form into another creature as the tendril rejects them. And a demonic abomination sits on the ground beneath. A little bit Acura-like in how they ended up kind of melting together.
I have a question. Would this make Nicodemus prime to kill this thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Radiant
Also, forgot to roll
arrows.
for Nick.
And Navarre. Is mount.
Well, Nick and Navarre go on the same turn because they are part and parcel of the class Drake Warden. So, that's how I do it. That said, Nick, I thought I finally broke my curse with Nick.
Please don't tell me you got a nat 1.
I didn't, but I didn't get anything too great. Got an 11 on his initiative.
It's not bad. Somewhere in the middle.
In terms of initiative order, he is close to the bottom. The fuck?
Still above Avery, though.
Literally. You're buried in the dirt, my guy.
Technically, because Angel is on the mount, wouldn't they go the same turn as Angel or right after Angel?
Nick, in this case, is acting as an independent combatant regardless of the mount.
Okay.
So, no.
He's probably just gonna look back at Nicodemus like, She looks over.
With how quickly combat moves, I mean, it's going to be like a half a second for you to look at him before he acts, frankly.
Sort of this moment of like, you're an idiot.
Venestra asks, is Avery touchable / visible? That's what I'd like to know too.
You know what?
Or am I just
Brick, hire a low to see if a tuft of your hair is poking up from the ground.
You said he was
Also, ow, my nose.
Hi.
Bye.
Never have I been more proud of it, of rolling a 69. Okay. There's a little bit of that sort of dark midnight hair that Avery seems to have with him, just barely poking up above the crimson earth.
Can somebody catch me up? I tried to put baby to bed and it didn't work, so she's over there.
Avery's a buried bean.
And Angel's trying to wake up the Fae, and he's deciding, no, we're not waking up. And then there's a bunch of demons that are right next to the hole because they're idiots.
Yeah.
Intimate times.
He got yanked in. He got pulled underground for kinky times with a vampire. Why do you think they always wear so much black?
And
so
Angel is struggling to wake up this sleepy Fae because there's literally demons on top of him.
My nose. Anyway.
How far underground is it?
From the sounds of it, only about an inch.
So you're both an inch underground.
Seemingly. So, yeah, that's actually a very apt kind of smile that you're working with there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna die.
I know I just put that in Venestra's chat, but that's kind of apt.
So where are we in the turn order?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Very fine. I got
Halcyon,
headbutted by a pig.
the other romantic interest who seems to sometimes roll like garbage. Okay.
Why is Angel and Grandpa in the turn order?
Because they are also,
Yeah.
they are entering combat with another thing while in the Feywild, and so it's basically like jump cutting between these events, so to speak.
My nose hurts.
Okay. Halcyon.
I can't feel my nose.
I got headbutted by a baby.
Yeah, Halcyon very much playing the part of the cowboy on the bucking bull in terms of what's going on with Violet. Tell me I'm wrong. You are muted.
That's essentially what's going on with him, holding on for dear life. Ah!
Kind
All
of.
I can think that Avery is thinking is, I can't feel my face when I'm with you guys because I'm underground.
Welcome to the underground.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Because I'm underground.
He's going to cast.
Underground.
He's going to cast Lightning Spear at the gargoyle at 5th level.
I don't know if it would be bucking Bronco, more like they've already got this practice, and he would probably be the one saying, "Do not eat the bones," and
It's
being
fucking
like,
Bronco,
"Move
not
this
fucking
way."
Bronco. We're not getting into that today.
What?
We've done enough Cut the Blacks with those two characters. I'm just saying.
They had toe in their existence. Toe.
And they're quite happy about it now. Let's see here. 14 plus 8. That's 22 plus 10. 32 lightning damage to gargoyle.
Did it explode? Did it explode? Can we have an explode noise?
Ooh,
Let me just double check its health.
fantastic.
Okay. So I believe it's in front of Venestra right now. Venestra, you are basically ready, rigging up to fuck up this gargoyle's life as you watch a splinter of cracks race across its stone body, and its eyes start to glow an intense golden sunny yellow as its body renders to a fossilized, darkened gray carbon that you can run your finger through and turn to dust.
Venestra said it was shot 40 feet away.
Oh. Well, then you watch that happen 40 feet away. Look, it's been 2 weeks.
Since you looked at me.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Why are we doing this? I don't
One
know.
week since she looked at me. Okay, I love that song. It's a good song. Now I have to look up that song. Dang it.
I feel like that song's about a drug, but anyway.
No, it's about a fight that two.
And Halcyon is not going to move. He is going to stay put where he is. In the meantime...
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Ah, yes,
It'll be both
90s
you.
TV. There was the one gargoyle that made itself known. Let's see if any, after watching that shit show happen, decides to fuck around with this mess.
And find out.
Sorry. You gave me that song. I had to go look it up.
Well, I'm removing 90s TV from the initiative order.
Meh. They're like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
All of you
Mia's
just out of the
being
corners
cute
of your
over here.
eyes see gargoyles from the corners of the trees. Look at this and just go. Just nod and turn the fuck around.
Fucker didn't pay us well enough for this.
We're gonna get out of here. Bye, guys.
Smiles is having his fun, and we don't want to get in the way. We're going.
Going home, boys.
The Gargoyle Union says I get a 2 15-minute breaks. I'm taking mine right now.
So next, as we move further down the initiative, another change in scenery. Grandpa.
Yes.
So did I just watch Nick attack this thing?
So you are just in the Feywild. Yeah. Sorry, you. Brain.
He's followed us, I think.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit back from you.
You have not
I
watched
can
Nick attack this thing. He's coming a little bit after you. But you have watched Angel summon a crown of
Stars.
Stars spell as they kind of dot around her head, and you've watched this thing in one of its arborous tendrils grip around a group of demons and turn them into sentient hostile Acura sludge.
I think that she would have changed in her blue armor by now.
So the demon things are still alive. They're just something else now.
Yeah.
They're sludge.
Yeah.
Undulating, hateful masses of muscle and pain.
How far away am I from the Sarlacc?
How much of a distance would you have kept from the opening chasm initially?
I would have been probably 60 feet behind the dragon.
Okay. 60 feet away, you are from the main opening. The tendrils, however, are all just kind of all-encompassing out to a range of about 80 feet.
Wait, so the dragon flew right up to it?
Yeah. She hovering right over the mouth.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We
That
gotta
changes
get
what
the
I was
thing out of this inside the inside hole. That sounded
Is there a way I could tell me
Better go
this? Is
fishing
there a way
around
I
in the
could drop
hole.
a 5? Is there a way I could drop a 5-foot cylinder on the mouth without it hitting the dragon?
It's a pretty big mouth. It's about a 15 by 15 mouth. So, yeah.
I'm gonna miss the dragon and cast Moonbeam on the mouth.
Okay. First time casting the spell. Describe it for me.
Okay, so I have not drawn my sword right now, but I run my.
We're not listening to
I just kind of run the knuckle of my thumb across the crown thing,
Mhm.
and just taking note from the stars that I saw pop into existence. Just kind of nighttime spell, and just kind of point with just one finger, and just from about 40 feet above you guys, you will just see the sky just like a circle, a light blue circle appear in the sky, and just like transporter, like the transporter pad from Star Trek, except more vertical. It just shoots down, and just it's a 40-foot tall cylinder, 5 foot in diameter, and it just crashes onto the mouth, just bathing it in radiant damage.
Rockin'.
In the middle of a sun space.
So I need it to make a I need the mouth to make a con save.
What?
It was 22.
Well,
Technically, I don't know if this applies, but if it is any type of shape changer, it has to roll at disadvantage.
It's a natural 1.
Cool.
Which also means it incurs an injury. Hold on.
And it also reverts to its original form.
Ooh.
And I'm more than you bargained for, yeah.
Big diet to tell
Okay.
you everything you want to hear.
And it reverts to its
Sorry.
original form. Okay. So,
Just as you did that. That's hilarious.
all of you watch as the immediate area around you, this well overgrown summer field, begins to twitch, shift, and smoke. As it then collapses down into what can only amount to be almost what looks like a sea urchin, with its core being a beating heart and every quill being a stretching web of veins of the circulatory system.
It takes 7 points of radiant damage.
Yes, it do.
Just putting insult to injury.
This time you're taking 7 points of radiant damage.
Its corpse makes 7
As it
points
sizzles,
of
it also,
radiant.
again, takes an injury because it rolled a natural 1. So let me pull up the lingering injuries table.
That was beautiful timing.
God, it's
Thank
a
you.
corpse.
You're just
We're
alone
seeing
in
a
the
dead
song.
horse.
This when the sound came out at the same time, I was like, this is perfect. Speak your name.
All right,
Believe
95. Painful scar.
helps people believe.
Oh,
This is now a burn victim urchin. Oh fuck.
painful scar. When you attempt an action in combat, your scar is giving you pain. You must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you lose your action and can't use reactions until the start of your next turn.
He can't
The
lie to
injury
us.
heals if
Beg
you
Jim.
receive healing magic. Ah, okay.
I'm gonna tell this thing. I can make it feel better. I can make it feel so much better.
The undulating heart mass grows teeth and just.
And just for reference, like it cannot, as long as the light is shining on it, it cannot change forms.
It lasts for how many turns? How many turns? It's one of my favorite spells. I never get to use
Of all
it.
the
You-
injuries that I could have rolled, I rolled the one that fucked me the hardest.
Up to a minute.
Sorry.
That's 10 turns.
That's 10 rounds.
Round.
That's 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Need to
My
mark
man.
off that spell slot.
It's
I am-
Beg Jim.
It's dead, Jim.
We're
It's dead.
seeing the dead
Edgar Allan
horse.
Poe and the Telltale.
What the fuck?
So how big is this heart thing, or the sea urchin? heart thing?
The heart core is itself, much like the hole, 15 by 15 feet. And it is actually suspending itself over the real cavernous entrance, which itself looks like a very small diminutive cave entrance, which would be a fairly tight squeeze to get into.
It's an asshole, for lack of better
What
terms. It's an
color is
asshole.
the heart? Yeah.
There are vein-like tendrils reaching into that cavern.
Any asshole.
So, Radiant.
That's my turn.
Radiant stars go boom. In a minute.
just
Radiant stars go boom.
In a minute, yeah. Damn. Fuck. Crippling goddamn turn. Okay. I am both pissed and proud.
Megananan, could you help me find an insect?
I also suggest you use erupting earth.
Speaking of which, let me go ahead
I am.
and edit the text
But I'm tired of the murder moth.
and replace its
And
name.
bees will just die as soon as they sting something.
I can give you worms.
Oh, worm.
The Undulex.
The Undulex.
Not purple worm. That's the worm.
Like undulate. However. Christ,
You can
okay.
use a pale worm
So,
on
Grandpa.
the babies are very
Well
small
done.
on the CR. No.
Good lord, Venestra, back in the abyss with the vampires. Yes, hand up in the back of the class.
Okay, sorry. I do need a question. The CR for a baby purple worm is 1/2, right?
I believe so.
I would like something that's an eighth or less.
An eighth or less?
Do you care what kind of
We
creature
had
it is?
to nerf that. Remember,
Is the
Megan?
Nosferatu visible at all? No.
It just
Doesn't have
nerfs the
any air.
number if you go up to a 1/2.
Amber, do you
Yeah,
care what type of creature it is?
Yes.
You know how big a purple worm is?
If you were to pull Avery out of the way, there may be a brief moment where you might be able to see it in the hole. It depends on, well,
Useless D&D stat blocks
Honestly,
on
it depends on your
Tumblr.
passive
Just,
perception.
you gonna
These
just pluck
sorts
me
of-
out of the ground by my hair? That's gonna fucking. Is that even gonna work?
Let me see if I can find it.
I mean,
Centipede.
Amber,
you're a
what kind of
changeling,
creature do
my
you
guy.
An insect, some sort.
You can turn that hair into a finger if you
It'd be
need
better
to.
if it can dig.
Which
you
is
want
why I was
something-
going for centipede.
Yeah, but for that I need an action. For that I need a turn.
Okay,
Bitch,
so
I just want a regular centipede.
Did you say it had to be a beast?
Yes, a creature.
You could do a
Having just
rabbit.
took the brunt of the Nosferatu spell shielding Xanon would grin as she charged forwards, seeing Avery pulled underground. She'd run up to Avery, plunging her hand into the ground, grabbing Avery by the scruff of his clothing as she suddenly vanished before reappearing in the air with him in tow. Not high above the ground. Dimension door. Does Dimension door allow the breaking of a grapple?
Yes.
yes.
Fucking A.
Last act.
Does it allow breaking the restraint condition?
It can.
I think as long as you can cast the
No.
spell, it takes you away.
Not
No, he's gonna have to
Doesn't
make
specify,
it-
just says willing. Fuck it. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
You no longer feel the crushing masses of rocks and fleshy rocks around you as you are currently held aloft in the air by the back of your clothes a little bit, getting hung by your shirt for a moment.
You know, this isn't the first time I've been in this position today.
I don't want giant because there's usually more mold.
And you know what? Fuck it. What color is your dimension door?
Don't fuck off with this shit. Sorry, I'm talking to my computer.
What's the CR that you're allowed?
I just want something small. 1-8.
Look in the general chat.
0. Oh, I know. I want to do something else. And some of them are monstrosities.
And also,
they
while I'm
specifically
in
have
love with this separate conversation in the middle of a combat turn, you can also message each other.
Right.
Ah. Very bright teal.
Okay, bright teal
Very
bluish.
good.
Cool. Cool.
Lightning like, she says. So like zappy.
She's getting books. She's getting ideas. I'm sorry. That's. I'm seeing her take down, but when she puts her headphones on, just side.
I don't want to know how to kill someone.
Sorry, DM just witnessed you grab books, and I'm now excited.
You're muted.
Did you just give me a muted shut? That's not me being a shit. That's me being honest. You get no books. At any
I'm
rate.
looking for burrowing bugs.
Combat tracker. Okay. So, you dimension door with him. He is currently aloft in the air alongside you. Anything else you would like to do, Vinestra? As Amira is now on deck. Can you shoot him, Avery?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Avery?
You can.
The Nosferatu.
If you want to.
No, she
Nobody's
wants to
gonna
see if she can
complain.
shoot the Nosferatu.
What's your passive perception? Having pulled open that hole. Actually, no, you just
Pulled open the hole, huh?
It is still considered burrowed, but there might be that brief moment of exposure that might allow you to try. Okay. All right. 18. It would be considered 3/4 cover regardless, but you are able to see it. You can try. Wrong sheet, 24.
Naughty.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely see it. Still 3/4 cover. Also, Gimmy, I hope I did not anger you with the comment.
Yes, but you've limited me to 1/8, which is kind of screwed us over at the moment.
I didn't limit anybody to any numbers. I didn't talk about numbers.
1/8 creature as far as spawning.
We're talking about the fact we've had to nerf conjure animals so we don't blender bird everything.
Oh. I don't believe I asked you guys to nerf it.
We did. We had to because of blender birds. If I'm summoning anything above 3rd level, it gets nerfed.
Gotcha, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna see where the 1/8 would be. If it's
23, 29, 24, 12. Okay, the 29 hits. As your shots rain down and crash against the rocks surrounding this, one barely threads the needle and crashes into the form of the Nosferatu.
A small grin, like this slides onto Avery's face.
What's 4 times 3?
12.
Thank you.
Wolf.
Yeah, there you go. Megan.
Okay, 10 plus 27 damage. All right. The shot crashing against the rocks as one finally. You just hear as the hole once again seals itself.
All right.
All right.
I do not like that.
Mirrors up. Xanon's on deck. She's singing.
Megan's allowed to sing.
I know.
Helps her think.
I can just see the Pandora on her phone. I'm getting energetic.
She's also helping me find burrowing creatures.
Yes, I'm getting energetic and just recognizing friends' habits. It's a thing.
She wants to help me not blender bird everything, but burrowing insect.
Mare's gonna hold action to cast a spell for when the Nosferatu pops up. Okay. Held action. Understood. And what spell is she holding?
Mia, what you doing? What you doing, sweet face? Okay, you're fine. I can... Oh, it's so tiny. Okay. Load.
That look of triumphant, angry focus is such a fun fucking look.
Ooh, that's a lot of hit points.
Psychic glance, okay. Cool.
That is an option.
That look of mischievous glee concerns me and excites me. All right.
Because I might be about to
Holding
fuck up your
psychic
day with
glance,
some stuff
fantastic. In which case then, Xanon, you are up. Hi, Nissioba.
Hello.
Hello
So-
there.
So the Nosferatu is not visible.
Correct.
Would I have seen how, with everything that just happened, would I have seen how far down he is?
Yeah, he's in shallow rock at the moment.
Right.
Would it be? Would I be able to dig and attack him in the ground?
I mean,
Or is he too far down?
considering Ravik, in this case, acts on your turn, you could have Ravik dig and try to attack him.
Also, what are the rules for my aberration going? Is it on my turn as well?
It goes on turn, yes. As it is your son.
Centipedes burrow, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
And in really fun horror movies, they burrow under skin.
I hate you, don't. I hate that shit.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to cast... Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Booster Shot
Booster shot.
on myself.
Assist.
It says you imbue a two-handed ranged weapon that you touch with a random magical benefit. While the spell lasts, the projectile fired from the weapon has an effect that occurs on a hit, in addition to its normal damage. And I have to roll to determine what that additional effect is. So it's
Oh, right, class thing.
not class. Oh, you don't have. Do you want me to copy and paste it?
That might be helpful. Once we get to the end of the turn order, we will be going on our BRB. So that everybody has a chance to get up, stretch the legs, yada yada yada, before we get back around. Group.
There you go.
Although, Joe, you're lucky I don't have a 9th level spell available. No matter what I do, I'll fuck your night up.
And what is the source of this particular effect?
It's a spell? What do you mean?
I'm just unfamiliar with it from... Is it from one of the Kobold books?
Oh yeah, it's from the Deep Magic.
Ah, okay. Okay. That clarifies it, thank you.
Okay, I rolled a 3. So, oh no.
Ah, yes. One of the few damage types that does nothing to him.
Of what?
Right.
In fact, I think it heals him.
What did it do?
3 does necrotic.
Necrotic.
However, second effect still applies.
Okay, so I'm not going to use that spell.
So, okay. So that's an action. So Ravik is gonna try to dig to expose his head, or any part of him.
Okay, I want Ravik to go ahead and give me, just shits and giggles, the strength dexterity check for the digging.
I'll do strength.
Since burrowing, I don't think is a natural part of his movement options.
No.
Okay.
That's a 12 strength.
12. Okay. You expose the top of one of the fuggliest fucking heads you've ever seen.
Right. Was that his action?
That would have been his action, yes, as Dragon Boy.
Alright, so Ravik is then going to move back, say 10 feet, if he can.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action... Oh wait, I have to roll. Never mind, can't do anything. No. Bonus action. If you'll allow it.
I mean...
I'm gonna try... Where is it? Telekinetic shove to try and pull him out of the dirt.
Telekinetic shove to try and pull, okay. Go for it.
It's DC... Wait, DC 18.
That's fine.
It's strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, okay. Natural 1.
Alright, so he gets pulled 5 feet towards me.
Right. Well, it's definitely more of a... I honestly like to think it's kind of a... We'll see.
Right. Alright, that's all I can do. So
Okay.
I will hold right where I am. Which I...
The Nosferatu has been telekinetically exposed, thereby proccing Amira's held action. Mira.
Who's around me right now?
Everybody, pretty much.
Everybody.
I'll just hold position.
Yeah. All right.
Smashing body.
Amira may go ahead and roll for her psychic lens. An intelligence save. Okay, great. Natural 20 for a significant number. Yeah. Doggo!
Where doggo?
Not
Doggo?
reroll, she says.
Natural 1.
I think she likes that one better.
And this is against damage, correct?
Then that's another. That's an injury.
That's an injury to the Nosferatu.
I mean, I'm sure he'd love an injury.
76 and okay. Y'all are crippling both my fucking boss.
76.
What is it? 69 hitting for injury. Skull fracture.
Nice.
Shit. Shit. Hey, Ganny, you remember what skull fracture does?
Concussion? Bare minimum?
Whenever you attempt an action in combat, you must succeed a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you lose your action and can't take reactions until the start of your next turn. The injury heals if you receive magical healing or if you spend 30 days doing nothing but resting.
Alright, it's next turn.
Fuck. Let me just double check incapacitated because I know that does some horrible shit too. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions anyway. So, rendered fucked and then rendered possibly fucked. After taking 76. By the way, roll that 76 for the total it has taken. As Amira casts out that psychic lens, she hears an audible snap as something in its physical skull quakes under the pressure of the spell. 30 damage.
And maybe more.
God damn. Love D&D. Okay. Next up, change of scenery. Nicodemus.
And 5 more, she says. 35.
And 5 more. Nicodemus, upon seeing this nature maw Sarlacc thing turn into vein brain. What
Sorry.
the fuck? He's going to grab a hold of Navarre's skull, pulling the breath out of his Drake's lungs. Puke it onto his weapons.
He does have his own radiant breath.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. It's the flavor text. He's puking out his breath onto his weapons and firing it out.
Oh, yes, so that's what I'm saying.
On this
It's a
fucking
double
thing.
up.
It's gotta make a goddamn deck save. After it's taken what? Say it with me now. Terrible scar injury. Luckily, it doesn't impact its deck saves. I spoke too soon. That's a natural 4. As it continues to fry under further radiant assault.
It's dead. Why are we beating the dead horse?
It's not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
It's just getting the fuck beaten out of it. Injury is not death. It is inconvenience.
It's a pile of mush on the ground. It's dead, Jim.
It is living, hateful pile of mush. As it was a shape changer
Why
that then
did it do
returned to its
that?
original form.
I
Its
thought it
original
was.
form
I thought
is
it was a
vain.
sea urchin.
Yes. Its original form is
Excuse me
a
if I read
fleshy,
sideways.
vein sea urchin thing. It's gross. I think it's gonna stay where he is. He's perfectly comfortable at this distance, as it's seemingly perfect fuck around and absolutely find out distance. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, Piper, you're up. With the remaining Arbor zombies on deck, none of which are really in range of you. So they're just kind of gonna go, whatever.
Well, what I want to do, not happening yet, because me and Megan need to work out the bugs. Mind the pun. So at
Pun is
6th
not minded.
level,
You take 6 psychic damage. Okay.
at 6th level, wait. So how far away are the Arbor zombies from me?
Each of them are a ring from where you are. Nearest one that hasn't been destroyed. Just double checking the picture.
Manifesting them. Is he? I have a question. Is this smiling idiot visible?
Yeah,
We're doing that on the next turn, Megan.
15
Okay.
feet.
I already said we were gonna, because we need to iron out the bugs. Mind the pun. Megan still hasn't got it. Oh my god.
15 feet to the nearest Arbor zombie, which is tree-like arm jutting out of the earth.
Maybe I shouldn't do that and give fuck us all over. My spiritual weapon is still out, but that's my bonus section. Excuse me while I check my other ones. Oh, that's a different thing.
Quick
Because of the
question. What is
incapacitation,
bonus
Gavia, I'm not going
action?
to allow the Mr. Roger to use his legendary actions this turn. So,
Hey Joe, can we have a whole like 5 minutes for us to? For her to.
So I don't want to
for her-
use erupting earth and it fuck me over too.
Can we work on her turn for us
Can-
to take a break?
Well, can we have my turn and then y'all can do that? Good. Like, I've been waiting for, I feel like, 3 weeks for my turn.
You already did one last week because we literally did everybody's turn last week just to make sure.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You even got to
Nope.
hit things and kill things.
Nobody was here last week.
Or not this
Not
last week, the week
but
before.
2
2
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago.
Last episode. There we go.
I didn't think so, but
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
yeah,
You
technically.
you summoned the aberration
You summoned
and
the
just
aberration.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
tried at something. I don't remember what, but I just don't want to use erupting earth at something 15 feet away because that's a square of 20 feet. That's just gonna fuck me over.
it's up to you.
I'm gonna hold my action,
You could put it.
but I'm gonna use my bonus action of my
If you are holding your action, that means you hold your turn for that action.
I can't use my bonus action with my spiritual weapon.
With a held action, and well, rule of cool. Fuck it, why not?
Okay, because and me and Megan could do that in the background.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack the Arbor Zombie with my spiritual weapon.
Alrighty.
That's easy to deal with. At level 8, I don't want to know what now.
Yes, hand up from the back.
So I have a question. So, Amber, your spiritual weapon, can it go behind the creature because it is made out of spirit?
It has a range of
You
60
have to
feet
take
of
an action
movement.
to move it. And if she wants to hold her action otherwise for a different thing, moving it will not happen in this
It's
case.
already next to the thing. I figure let the weapon attack. The
Can
Arbor
you
Zombie.
aim on the edge of the spiritual weapon with the erupting earth.
What?
I was holding the action for the conjure thing.
Just a thought.
Okay. I'ma just do the spiritual
I've never
weapon, which
tried
is
it before.
16 plus 11 on the last Arbor Zombie. Does that hit?
Yeah.
48.
I'm just trying to give it accuracy. To go underneath.
I want to hold it so you and I can literally in the background messaging each
Okay.
other, iron out the
And of course, what is the condition you are holding that action for to be activated?
when I can see more of the fucker's mouth.
Okay, I'll need it to be more specific.
And the mouth is open.
Open mouth, head exposed?
Yeah, essentially I can see his mouth. 25 radiant damage to the Arbor Zombie.
25 radiant damage to the Arbor Zombie. Doesn't a spiritual weapon usually do force?
Or force, I'm tired and meteor make my brain think.
What?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
If it make your
I'm
brain
not-
think, I would think we wouldn't be having an issue.
My brain don't think too good. Okay, there's a baby over here who I'm kind of like keeping an eye on in my periphery.
Okay. Either way, 25 force damage
Force
from
damage.
the syringe spiritual weapon that you've created. Plunger down into and cracking apart the Arbor Zombie's arm. I'm going to roll to see if it is able to get back up and recover itself. It was not radiant damage that killed it.
Mm-hmm.
It does not get back up.
Is it dead, Jim?
That one's dead, yeah.
He's dead, Jim. Okay, help me figure
You know
out
what's
how this.
fucked up?
this
Every
creature's
single
supposed to
time
work.
in any campaign that I've ever had resurrecting zombies, I've never fucking rolled for them to resurrect. And I don't mean I've never rolled. I mean I've rolled and it's just
Okay.
never landed on the goddamn number.
Hold on. Let me get my page open.
And I'm holding my thing until he pops up a little bit more out of the ground. His mouth is open. So, whoever next.
Alright, now does the Arbor Zombies go? The rest of them that are around, out of range of you guys. So, they're non-factor, since they are an environmental hazard more than anything else. Avery, you're up.
Yep. All right. So, I have a question regarding bonus actions. So, a bonus action, is that basically half of an action?
No, a
It's an
bonus
action.
action
Can
is
I-
a separate conditional action that certain
So I
tasks are labeled under.
So if I cast a spell and then cast another spell with a quicken spell, meta magic, would that mean I could cast 2 spells in one turn?
Specifically with Quicken Spell, you are able to do that, yes.
Okay, cool. That's what I wanted.
Nosferatu is visible and incapacitated. Oh, yes, that's right. He's, yeah. He's not buried. Bleh. Blah, blah, blah.
But his
Alright,
mouth is
so-
open.
And
Avery
yes, if you're holding
thoroughly
a spell, it
peeved
does
at
take
this.
concentration to maintain it, so if you take damage in the interim, you'll have to maintain concentration on it.
So Avery, thoroughly peeved at this monster,
This
is
toothy
gonna
son of a
use eye bite. So
Eye bite.
his
There's no special description to the action. You just walk up and you bite his eyeball.
No. So he needs to. I need him to make Well, even before that, I'll do the flavor text. So his eyes turn a inky, dark, black color. It's almost like it's sucking in any light around it, as it mutters deep speech, chanting some chant that really makes your stomach churn. And he looks straight at the Nosferatu. So I need the Nosferatu to make a wisdom saving throw with
Natural 20.
Wisdom 18.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, so he's unaffected. And then since that didn't work, I'm going to make my bonus action. You hear one quick deep speech chant, and the ground beneath the Nosferatu erupts in tentacles. I'm using Everd's black tentacles.
You're casting ooh, gotcha, okay.
And I'm using that at
Played enough D&D to know where this is going.
At,
It does that.
8th level. So let's see here. All right. The creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends.
Okay. Well, incapacitated, it doesn't say that it can't make those saving throws, so it's going to try. How's a 23 sound?
23 will, let me just double check. Yes, absolutely. So tentacles start to writhe around him, but as they're doing, they just kind of slip off of him as they tighten. Let me see if there's anything. Does he still take damage though? No. Starts to turn and is already restrained. No. Yeah. No. Both of my little spells had absolutely zero effect on this fucker.
You rolled well.
Where is Avery Fine in V's hand?
Being held aloft in the air.
I mean, yeah, there shouldn't be any reason. Like, you might be slightly unsettled by this creature in your hand chanting deep speech, but...
I'm sorry, my brain just went to... No, it's about the same as a chihuahua just starting to drool and shake. I'm sorry.
Okay. Laughing is a dangerous game.
When you're
now
sick?
for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say laughter is best medicine. Those people did not have upper respiratory when they were doing it.
Yeah, for real. So the tentacles make him lose concentration.
I'm downloading this picture so I can flip it, and I'm not.
So iBite failed. iBite didn't do anything.
It's not a half damage spell on failure. It's just nothing.
It's not
No,
a
but you can
damage
keep
spell.
retrying.
Oh, thanks.
So
it's
if
a
he's
spell, okay.
failed, he would
Much
either. This is solely on my choice. He would either fall asleep, be panicked, or sickened.
But
Gotcha.
if you had kept concentration, you could keep trying every turn until the spell ended.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Oh, let me see. I imagine at my level I would be able to concentrate on more than one spell.
So I'm gonna have to download these pictures because I gotta send them to Joe. Because he has to have whatever sheets I have for a creature.
My goodness.
At least that's what you told me.
If it succeeds.
That
On each of your turns, the spell ends. You can use your action to target another creature. So I get, yeah, you wouldn't be able to target the same target again, but a different creature.
But there's
without
not
losing spell slot.
any other
If you had
creatures
succeeded in
that want
casting,
to
you'd
use
be
it
able
on.
to shift it onto other targets.
open and
Oh, I thought it was even if you
browser,
missed it.
Save.
That'd be a little broken.
Microwabe.
I was remembering how Scanlan used to do it, and he was always, if he missed and there were multiple opponents, he could try again the next.
Remember, he has the book. Just send him the page number.
He brought up that there aren't any other real targets he would have used it on, so.
Oh no, we're talking about something else. It doesn't say the page, Megan. Oh, now I see it. I'm dumb. I'm blind and dumb.
You're fine.
And I love that I actually know deep speech, so I could use that flavor text.
And this is free,
But your black tentacles stay up, though.
right,
Do
Megan?
they? Oh yeah, because if he enters it, then he has to roll again, right? Let me take a look at this.
When it enters the area or starts its turn there, it must succeed on a dex saving throw.
Aha! So if it doesn't get the fuck out,
As long as you keep up
I mean,
concentration.
you guys have been incapacitated. He's gonna have a hard time getting out of there. Let me get the book.
Is his mouth open? Yeah.
I'm very surprised that there's no feat that I have that allows me to concentrate on multiple spells. I thought that was a pretty early sorcerer feat.
I don't. You might be right, but I don't remember anything giving you concentration on 2 at a time.
No, you don't get concentration at 2 at a time because you have concentration focus. It will only be on one spell.
Maybe it was something from 3.5 back when I
Megan,
played
you
that.
make me evil sometimes.
What? I don't read the side of the monsters and possibly work as a exam in the background and possibly try to torture my characters and players and think about what might actually kill them off. And when it displeases me, I think about it more.
So you fuck him over in the other game. No, I'm kidding. Kidding?
I see.
And if his mouth is open, Mila would like to conjure inside mouth.
You would like to
12.
conjure
12 of those
barnacles
inside its mouth.
Its mouth.
I would like to read the 3rd paragraph down, Joe.
Man, if only I had thought about concentration, I would have done the
And I
eye
would like you to
bite
read the last paragraph
after
above the
the
bear.
tentacles. Wait, no, but the tentacles also use concentration, so never mind.
But the caveat for this one is it's based on her wisdom score, not on the creature's wisdom score.
Because of the finger of chaos. Boo? Good. Yeah. Good. Okay. I'm having a conversation over here. Oh yeah?
This also may be an invasive species based on if this creature dies or not.
Making me
certainly
gives
try.
me evil. I would like to conjure 12 of those inside his mouth.
Okay. You watch, each of you, while this creature's currently lax state due to the amount of shit you've done to it, its mouth starts to fill with these calcified, almost rock-hard tendrillous little entities, reminiscent of any barnacle you've seen, except its color unmistakably crimson, much like the environment already around you, as it starts to cough and choke.
He now has the barnacle shivers. Hold on, let me see. Okay, it doesn't have an initiative bonus. Would that be the dex?
Yeah.
Because I rolled a nat 1 plus 3, so literally after Avery's turn, it's the barnacle's turn.
Does a
Oh
Nosferatu
shoot! I forgot to play with my my
That's
aberration.
not necessarily the idea.
Is it too late now? Did I forfeit my aberration's turn?
Okay,
You
what
can
Joe?
still rock with it.
So I need to like vision. Sorry for cutting you off.
Can we finish this, please? Return to him. We can get back to the aberration.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll finish up with the barnacles here, then we'll get to the aberration, and then loop all around.
But yes, once I get but the thing, gotta roll for the initiative of the summoned creatures, which
Okay.
I rolled a
So
It
they
has a
will-
+2 to its dex. So
Okay.
they're after Avery.
So they'll be doing their thing after the aberration in this
There
case.
appeared in his mouth.
I
Okay.
apologize for making this thing even more fucked up than it is, but it breathes.
No, it's fine. You guys are at a level where just pure brute force is
This is not brute force. This is slow and deadly.
you guys are at a level where trading brute force for more sadistic approaches to disposing of your foes is
Encouraged.
readily viable.
Well, the other thing is those barnacles would infest the space.
The barnacles themselves also do have limitations in an environment like this, but
But they feed off the
Mhm.
They won't live long though, because it's made out of dirt.
the person who was taking their turn just vacated their couch.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Baby decided to move.
She got a hold of Ren's coloring book and was going to start tearing it up. She's not happy.
Okay, so you've summoned them. Does that make your turn?
Yes.
Aberration's up.
So I need to picture where they are in relation to each other. So the Nosferatu is how far away from my aberration, and where is my aberration?
Your aberration's about, 20 feet away from the Nosferatu, as the aberration was initially heading toward the Nosferatu. However, the Nosferatu is now basically in the center of fucked up Sville, in the middle of the cluster of everybody.
So my star spawn is going to fly that whole 20 feet over. In doing that, he activates Whispering Aura, which means that the Nosferatu needs to make a Wisdom save against DC, which is
Natural one.
what? Well, never mind. It doesn't really fucking matter, does it? And take 2d6
My luck just took a
psychic
dive.
damage. 2d6 psychic damage.
And another injury.
And
Huh?
And another injury.
Yeah.
And if the barnacles are in its mouth, and it will need to also save DC every time those barnacles and take damage.
That is 7 psychic damage. Now that was not my action, that was just passive. For my action, I'd like to use a psychic slam. It's a melee spell attack. Your spell attack modifier Oh, I need to roll a hit, right? So that's is that a flat D20?
D20 plus whatever the modifier is.
Okay. Interesting. One of its mundane items breaks as a result of that injury. So not an injury to its person, just to its personal effects.
What the fuck do I roll to hit then?
Yes, hand in the back.
Because of the barnacles, it would need to make a wisdom saving throw to not protect the barnacle out of its body.
If it tries to attack them. Which right now it is incapacitated and therefore unable to do so.
No,
So-
has to sit. Do a wisdom save. But it's inside.
Once it is
not
able to act again, it will make those saves.
I'm still trying to do my turn. I don't know what I need to roll to hit with the Psychic Slam. It's a
Charisma,
melee
most likely.
spell.
Hold on, let me-
Charisma
And maybe
plus
it's-
proficiency.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, +4.
Alrighty.
Sorcerer. So it's... Wait, what? Oh yeah, so 1d20 +4. Yeah. Alright, so that is 18. Does 18 hit?
No.
Since he's incapacitated, do I get advantage?
You do.
Okay, let me roll again.
It does not lower its AC, however.
Fuck, well, that's definitely not gonna hit then. So that doesn't hit. But he still, at least he got hit by the fucking Whispering Aura, and he will continue to get hit by that Whispering Aura
Absolutely.
per hour and he turns.
Alrighty. Next up, the barnacles.
Yes. So I'm a bite. All 12 gonna. I rolled a hit. Hold on. +20 +4.
What? I mean, it's a natural 20, right?
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Natural
20
20
plus
hits
4.
regardless.
I think
Okay.
I did that wrong.
I don't. Let me see it. Let me roll the hit points because I gotta do it for 12. Okay, I'm not even gonna roll that many dice. I'm just gonna do its average. 5 times 12, so 60 damage, piercing damage. And the barnacle attaches to the target. While attached, the blood barnacle doesn't attack. Instead, at the start of each of the barnacle's turns, the target loses 5 HP due to blood loss. So, you took 60 points of piercing.
Understood.
Wait a minute. Oh, spell attack modifier. Okay. That was actually 24.
Yeah, 24 misses.
You
Just
let
misses.
the wrong one. Did
It still misses?
Yeah.
Unless if it was
Its
in
armor
that
class is
blended.
25.
That's right.
Jesus.
And with the 3/4 cover that it was dealing with.
Hey,
And I think
what
also,
are you doing, dog?
so I think the aberration actually attacks multiple times. I misread that and assumed that that was something separate from what I did.
Mhm.
I think that was saying that I need to attack. So 9 divided by 2, 4.5 rounded down 4 times.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll to hit 3
Yeah, I'm
more
gonna go take a bio
times.
break.
Okay, do it.
Can you give him a minute because he's gotta go take a bio break? I
Oh
can see
no,
him.
we're getting to the
Sure?
break point anyway, and end of the initiative order is when we go on our BRB. So
15
Just
did
right
not
there.
hit.
Right, because you look so you're passing out.
Oh, 28 does hit though.
28 absolutely hits.
And the last one. Okay, yeah, only one hit. 28 hits, and that is the he takes, come on, 1d8 plus 3 plus, so 1d8 plus 6 plus 3, 9 plus the spell's level 9. 9 plus 9, 18 psychic damage.
18 psychic damage. More. Just spraying into this thing as it goes. Still just kind of
Alright.
phased by what's being.
Sorry, that was messy. It's my first time actually using this spell. Got a lot going on. Yeah, I did 3. I did 1, it missed. Then I went back and did 3 more because I forgot that it should get 4.
Cute. Alrighty. It's the end of the initiative order. We're hitting our BRB.
All right.
For some reason,
I had 'em.
babies do not have a sense of survival.
Welcome back, everybody. We took the BRB to go ahead and allow some players to plan, and also to try and rejuvenate ourselves. I just slammed a caffeinated can of conundrums, and mine is that it did nothing. So I'm
trying to
tired.
not have my second cup of coffee.
Let's get to it.
If y'all want to
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. Sorry.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah.
Hate it. Hate me.
Oh, cheese, am I okay with it? Yeah. Fuck it.
Hold on. Yeah, I would like to put you down so I can have some food.
Just put her in the floor. She'll figure it out.
Okay, she screams that we got new neighbors and the guy looks like a douchebag.
Okay.
Then put her in playpen.
Starting with Smiles at the top of the initiative order. First of all, breaking his incapacitation, or wait, hold on. Is it supposed to only last 1 turn, 1 round, or was it supposed to last longer and he had to just roll a saving throw to get out of it?
What are we asking?
The incapacitation.
Which incapacitation?
Until, oh, he's fucked. Okay, so
It was until he couldn't rest, do nothing but rest for 30 days, right?
it's Smiles' turn. It's Angel's turn. As we change the scenery. And you are looking down at Vein Flesh. Sea urchin monstrosity thing.
I'm going to unleash every single star into that.
Okay. Hold hit.
Oh shit! It's a natural 20, DM. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm in a good mood.
Subtract that.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to roll for every one of them. Oh god. Oh,
Wait,
hold
you
on.
said natural 20, not 20 down. Okay. Great.
No, natural 20.
20. There we go.
And the spell is cast at a level 8 spell, DM?
Okay.
Oh, I need to expend.
Roll how many dice?
I'm going to be rolling a... Hold on. Not 7, I want to roll it at 8. Can you not do this to me today? I don't have the energy. I agree. Take your bro. Home. I'm trying to see where it is. Hold on. Can you not do this to me?
I was just looking up.
Point of order, DM. Can she shoot more than 1 star per turn?
I believe so.
Yes,
And the
because of
stars,
my
5e.
multiple spell ability.
Hold on.
You got some magic.
I have the meta magic for it.
You are sorcerer.
Spell more than one.
Okay.
That's the one I
Crown
picked.
of Stars.
So like more like moats
Flickering
appear
spell
above your
attacker,
orbit. You can use a bonus action to send one of the moats. Which means you can also use your action.
No, you can't use your reaction to do it.
No, I'm talking about action. So you can use your bonus action and your action.
7-star like motes appear above your head. You can use a bonus action to send one out. So basically, you just have a passive gun that you can keep firing.
Okay. But I can do two because I have meta magic, right?
If you want to use meta magic to fire off a second one, you may do so. That means it will cost you 2 motes. Also, if you want to use a meta magic point on that, I mean, be my guest, I guess.
Not the strawberry one. Let's just throw it away. I'm live right now. It's my turn.
Fucking my spirit down to like a fucking quarter inch.
We'll be
Just
better in a
restarting.
minute.
Down a
No,
little
we'll be
scrappy.
better in a minute. Okay, so should I use meta magic, do you think, or should I go radiant blast?
Up to you.
Because if I use my I get 3 if I use my fire breath with my other magic. Okay, let's get our dragon breath. Let's get in range. I go ahead and use the 3 breaths that I've got.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 3 radiant breaths straight on this thing. Because I get 3 with the dragon heart.
Okay, that'll be 3 saving throws of what kind?
It's going to be 2 charisma and 1
Okay.
wisdom. It's a supplement book, just so if Grandpa wants to know what it is. Supplement book.
The lowest roll it made was a 19.
It's not gonna. It's gonna hit it.
Okay, 19 was the lowest roll it made, not the highest.
Yes, but I have a 20.
Okay.
That's my spell save.
Its highest was a 27, so it hits 2 out
that
of the
one
3.
doesn't hit. There you go.
Is that a peach?
Hmm?
Oh, there's salt. Is that tomato?
It's probably a nectarine.
Ew. Salt on a nectarine?
Oh, it's so good.
Salt on a tomato, my guy. The salt turns into MSG. Which is amazing.
That is 8, 8, 8, and 7. So that'd be 24 plus 7 is.
31.
Oh my god, brain. Please
31.
don't do this to me.
31.
No, I got it. I
Okay.
got that part. I'm trying to make sure I got it right. 8, 5, 6, and 4. 8, 5, 6, and 4.
23.
There we go. She didn't make it apparent enough. That's what she's gonna do.
Okay. Dropping down and letting off a couple of breaths, further bathing this thing in radiant damage as it quivers and shifts and undulates. You are now how close to it?
You have to be within 30 feet? Within 30 feet-ish? For her?
Okay. Legendary action, Mutant Thrash. One of its vein-like tendrils is going to slash out toward you in an attempt to...
Doesn't it have to make a wisdom saving throw to even try to attack in the first place?
Shit. Because of the heavy scar,
Injured.
it is considered a combat action. Yeah, it's got to make a con save.
He's so bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to point out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nothing happened.
It now cannot use reactions until the start of its... I mean...
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Shit.
sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
Just down from that
Okay,
because you were
so one of these
you were
veins
up
attempts to strike out before quivering in pain as it slightly overstretches and pulls open the scar that was initially made by the fucking moonbeam.
Go, Grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa. Oh, Grandpa. It's your birthday. Maybe. We don't
It
know.
is a birthday.
We don't know.
You
Maybe he
made a
has many
movie.
birthdays. Maybe it was just a manufacture date. Who knows?
What if it's a Marianne birthday? Sorry.
Plot twist, he originally came from Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
The Mad Hatter had too
Well,
much
then,
mercury in his head and became
birthday
Mercury
to
Man.
me.
I think it's. Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn,
Not the
DM.
actual plot twist. If this was a more whimsical campaign, that would absolutely be what happened, but no.
I'm also going to, after my attacks, pull myself butt out of there. We have wings.
Okay, and because you costed its fucking reaction, it can't make an attack of opportunity.
And Venestra, it's a good thing Avery isn't near the Nosferatu, only his aberration.
No more squish. No more squish dying. And I think it is is it Grandpa's turn? Whose turn is it?
It's Violet's as
Violet.
we make a change of scenery with the Ungulax wasting its following turn. And then Halcyon, so Violet. Back in the Crimson Courtyard.
Violet thinks everybody has it at this point. Violet's kind of.
Are you gonna take care of the tree zombies?
Yeah, we're gonna kill the tree zombies and the gargoyles if there's any left. We're just gonna.
The Arbor zombies are so goddamn weak. I honestly just roll me 2d20s. If one of them is low, then one of them gets a swipe at you while you're taking them out.
You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my aberrant spirit in this ball of whatever.
Joe,
Hey.
both of them are natural 19s.
Okay, yeah, no, you make a very cautious, very careful clean sweep of these fucking things. Again, those are the Arbor zombies are the low challenge rating environmental hazard. They're not meant as more than a major annoyance to pair with the bigger foes.
Yay! Okay, I'm done.
Away.
And you guys have been fucking
Don't-
up Smiles so
don't-
bad that the gargoyles wisened up and said no, and just left.
Yeet! They're like, yeet!
Bye-bye.
Goodbye!
They like Markiplier at the end of the video and said bye. They said
Alright.
see you on the next
Ungulax
video.
loses its turn. Halcyon is up. Much like Violet, he's just... I think they've got it. I'm a very
Yeah.
upfront combatant, and they look like they're setting up something a little... juicy.
I think they've cornered it. I think they've cornered it. There's a whole
Yeah.
thought process of, I think
So,
we're good.
Venestra, have we decided? Are we gonna do the Hunger of Hadar before the
Whoa! Taylor.
Whoa!
As next up, we have Grandpa.
It's a rule! He has a camera! Sorry, that was like the most Gollum-y noise that I've made all night.
I was trying to split my camera, but
It was so close!
it didn't work. It's my turn.
See,
Did the thing that my moonbeam hit take its turn?
It tried.
Yeah, it needs to make a saving throw then.
I mean, it tried
At the start of
the
its
saving
turn,
throw to fuck up its turn, so it's going to make another saving throw to take more damage from the moonbeam, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it needs to take another, what was it, a con? Wait.
7
wait.
points.
Yeah, con saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah, natural 4.
That'll be 13 radiant.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this thing's just getting deep fried in magical sunlight.
Moonlight.
It's my turn now.
Fair.
It's just sunlight reflected from a moon. It's still sun.
It's still sun.
Well, yeah, but
How else do you think vampires get a tan?
it's a variant of sunlight.
No, wouldn't it still be sunlight?
Yes, because it's reflected
Within
sunlight.
magical context, no, but it's magical
In
context.
all physics, yes.
I mean, light is light if we're talking physics.
Yes, but light is not necessarily sunlight.
I'm pretty sure this is not sunlight.
Is this the enemy on my, like, I can see?
There's also the undulating demon mass that's slowly making its way into your guys' direction.
Oh, I would like to see it try.
Like, how, when you say undulating demon mass, what do you mean? What do I see?
There was a cluster of about 3 demons that got mutated into a conjoined Akira monster when it made its way too close to this thing.
Oh, I thought she killed them. Okay, never mind.
No.
I will fly within 30 feet of that thing and use Channel Divinity to turn the Faithless. So I need it to make Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to roll a percentile to see which demon's stats it pulls from. Oh, it pulled from the imp.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Sean Paul.
One. What the fuck?
Roll the natural one.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, you mistake me. Modified one.
Oh, that's even better.
It's 3 minus 2.
Okay, so any Fae or Fiend that fails is turned for 1 minute and loses any shape-shifting powers.
Yeah, more mutation than shapeshifting. This massive starts trying.
I was
to
more
run.
interested in making it run away. Yeah.
Yeah. It starts trying to beeline in the other direction.
And I return to my position to watch the moonbeam cook the other thing.
I'm loving Grandpa just like, sup, buds? We're just sitting here on this
Previous
hill.
session, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, you're useful. Cool.
I know.
What's popcorn?
Angel's not only impressed. Angel's like, I don't have to use any radiant light right now.
Who wants popcorn?
Excitement.
Alrighty.
No,
Yeah.
Piper's the popcorn one.
Alright, Venestra's up, Amira's on deck.
I'd like to yell at Angel real quick and just be like, hey,
Absolutely.
do you have any diamonds I can borrow?
How many do you want?
I just would like to hold on to like 300 gold worth of diamonds just for a rainy day. I can pay for them after this is over.
Don't worry about it.
Goes into her bag. Actually, you would see the mimic. You would see Chester for the first time.
That's my dog's name.
A chest mimic.
You see this small
And-
little wooden footlocker of a chest with just this lulled out tongue and misshapen, crooked mimic teeth with these little tendrilless legs underneath.
Chester!
Yep. And she gently
Be
puts
careful,
in her
that's my
hand
dog's name.
Yeah.
And pulls out
the diamond and puts a cookie in its place so it can feed the mimic. You have to pay the mimic.
You have to pay the fee.
Food or a finger, your choice.
You pay it in food or you pay it in the limb. Which one do you want?
I would like to keep my fingers, so we pay him food.
I'm letting you know she pulls a 500 gold piece diamond and puts it in your hand.
Okay.
It is brilliantly cut.
I put it in my bag for right now until I need it.
Yeah, the previous 3 years of campaign, the party has overall managed to, through a lot of fuckery, get a hold of fuck you levels of loot.
Did we just skip over Mira?
No, we're having a
No.
mini rope RP moment.
Mini interaction just before
And
Mira's
then-
turn.
Yeah, my turn. My turn is over.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. Now Mira's thing. Everyone get clear of the Nosferatu. He would raise and extend a hand before, air quote, crushing the Nosferatu in the distance with their hand. An explosion of energy radiating out from the Nosferatu. Amira, floating alongside V, would use her staff to draw a wall of force around the Nosferatu, keeping it trapped in the sphere. Constitution saving throw, please. And does the Nosferatu have any means of escaping a force cage? With its current state of crippledness, no.
Probably
and I believe
not.
also a few things that are on it also give it disadvantage with con saves. Despite having resistance to magical effects, so it is a flat roll. Soft 20.
Excuse me. Reroll.
Blurred. 13 total.
Why does that work? Why do you like go along with that?
Because it's a stat thing.
Also, it's called it's not just there's also silvery barbs as a thing as well.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
silvery barbs.
Yeah, which at this point we're just calling it the reroll spell. You guys have crippled both the bosses and are proceeding to just fuck them.
So
slowly.
4d10 damage and exhaustion plus 1.
So roll that 4d10.
Don't throw Juan into this.
And exhaustion. My goodness.
24 radiant damage.
Wow.
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 Okay, Baldy's basics.
No,
If it
no,
can't
no,
escape
no,
after
that's not
failing
always
5
basic.
more times, it's just dead.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Baldy's basics.
Wow.
No, it's the shy guy.
Wow.
Wow. I know, but I figured there's another one where wow.
If they do a
Like
Super
a
Mario
slowed down
movie
version.
too, Owen Wilson
No.
needs to voice every Shy Guy.
Oh no,
Yes.
Owen. Owen Wilson.
Yes. Yes. I need to listen to that Shy song.
Wow.
And there's specifically one red Shy Guy instead says, Chakao.
Wow.
Ka-chow.
Well, yeah, Owen
backwards. I'm
Wilson
tired,
does
okay?
play.
Yeah,
he
Lightning
does
Mc-
play him, right?
Yeah, Lightning McQueef.
Bad.
Yes.
Bad Joe. Bad Joe.
There it is. I found it.
There's also a 30-feet radius of radiant damage around the Nosferatu.
Yeah, both of y'all are just effervescently deep frying the bosses, right?
No, we're baking our boss.
Yes,
Get
but
your cooking
Is
right.
their boss baked already more than our boss? Because our boss is not completely baked.
Okay, so session title proposition, Cake Boss.
No, can we name it Baked Alaska?
What's Alaska have
Yeah.
to do with anything?
Because that's a thing that you bake, and it's a bake, and we're baking both bosses.
One of them is undead, one of them is halfway dead.
No, I still don't get what it has to do with Alaska, though.
Shake and bake.
There's a dish called Baked Alaska.
And it's ice cream inside of a baked piece of bread.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. Never heard of it, but that makes sense.
It's also tasty.
It's cold inside of all of that heat.
I'm gonna write that down in the actual chat of the session so that I can see it in the VOD later.
That just looks like hell froze over.
No, that's an actual fire. The top picture. Why is the bottom picture not loaded? It went poop. Now let's try opening in the browser. Yes. Oh, I see it now.
There it is.
I will edit that VOD later when I get some actual decent and incredible and wonderful sleep.
Wow. Oh no!
Oh, Jesus Christ, no. So, how's our Nosferatu? Oh shit, how's my blood barnacles?
Oh, they're fine. They should make it out
He has
alive.
been unable to act, so he hasn't really been able to do anything that would require the wisdom save to defend them yet.
If he's also dying, he is the host. That is the rule. He takes the damage that they would take if they were on the outside.
They are on the inside. I hate you, Brick.
What did you do?
Don't! It's cursed!
I don't want to know.
That's not cursed. That's not cursed Lightning
Let's put
McQueen.
it this way, though. That car can actually run on nightmare fuel.
This is.
What are you doing? Stop it. What are we doing?
Don't look, Megan. No. No. Brick. Ban.
What's going on?
Thank you,
What were we
Vanessa.
doing? That's right. Watching you guys slowly just bend both of my boss monsters over and prepare the dried loofah.
We put the Nosferatu into the demon court.
That's the good song that's coming on right now.
Wait, are we allowed?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. Since all of you have kind of added some shit to fuck with this thing, and the fact that its health is left in the lower double digits, how do all of you want to do this?
It does not die with a smile because its mouth is being sucked dry by barnacles while it's being baked alive.
I kind of want to see its teeth get eaten out by the barnacles.
I mean, that sounds cool too.
We'll see Venestra's input on this as well.
Yes.
So since it's dying, I'd like to use my lightning breath.
Okay.
Is that allowed through the wall of force?
I believe if it is conditionally allowed by the caster of that original spell, yes.
V and Amira are just gonna watch the thing get radiant burnt to death. So
Cool.
it loses its teeth and its smile. Because
And,
it's being sucked.
On the subject, because this boss was built for really only 2 characters to have to deal with, and because it is being passively burnt and also really close to death, since you are the main source of the damage to this particular beast, Grandpa,
Hello.
on the subject of the veiny flesh urchin, or rather the undulax, how do you want to do this?
Where it's viney,
You want to help
where it's
out?
viney
Tag team?
appendage, where it's
Yeah.
viney appendages from the beginning. Like, did they change into something else?
They changed into like over-lengthened, tendrillous, like vein pseudopods, like a circulatory system.
Is this thing hovering above the hole that it was in originally?
Kind of, yes. Also, looks like Angel wants to add some input into this as well.
Can I go in the hole?
That's what he said?
There is a tinker reaching down into said hole, yes.
I just want to like stand on the back of my mount, like right above it, and just like do the down sword attack from Legend of Zelda 2.
I'm okay with that. But I want to do something from the bottom. I want it to be like when he comes down, there's a radiant blast that comes up from the bottom, tearing off his tendril, and it just to be like this explosion as he just lands. It goes in all different directions, so it's the most satisfying.
Getting that burning sensation from the top and the bottom. Cool.
But yeah, I just want to like, just take a minute and just go like, except I don't breathe, and like fake breathe and just, and then and then just go down sword.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
despite all of the quote-unquote narrative smash cuts between these two
Angel and Grandpa
sets of
Eiffel
imagery.
Tower?
Awful, gross.
Dinesh just said it, not me.
But I'm gonna say no. What?
I have no idea what that means. Do not explain it to me. I don't want to know.
So, while these two environments and these two
Private
conflicts have been split up effectively like jump cuts in a cinematic sense, for once might as well be split screen, as from two perspectives we watch two very different kinds of disturbing creatures get
I ride the moonbeam.
absolutely fucking flash fried in radiant light, electricity, and pure, total, violent spite. On one end, Warforged, riding down his beam of magic as from the bottom, like a tiny, disproportionate Dragon Ball Z character, Angel is funneling more light up into its ass. And then from the other side, in a whirlwind and compressed field of energy, the light that surrounds smiles, and the barnacles within his body almost seem to calcify and solidify, the light turning crystalline as the smile hardens against it before twisting, the teeth that melt, and the echo of a face left behind. Wears a look of horror.
Yes.
Before, in both cases, all that is left after a flash of terrible, brilliant, and incredible holy light are two piles of ash on two planes of existence.
And what do you do that Angel says if she enters the hole, exits the hole, dumbass.
I think that is a strong end to the session. To pick up with the falling action
Looks like
in both of those encounters next week.
Very good.
I dismiss my barnacles, by the way, because they're no longer needed. But
I mean, they've been roasted basically to red popcorn at this point, but
no. It'd be hilarious if they like slid away.
Nosferatu turned to ash.
yeah.
For the remainder of the minute, I just keep grabbing random things and tossing them in the moonbeam just to see what they do.
Just to leave something for you guys to chew on later. His cloak has been left behind with the wings attached. So,
Can I use a mage hand and take some of his ashes?
get to that later. So
Dude, that makes me feels weird.
let's look for somebody to raid.
Next time.
Oh, yum.
Okay, so Untold Sitcom, Hero Zone, and Crispy Bangs. Those three are
very
alive.
valid suggestions. Very valid indeed suggestions.
That means there's gonna be a lady underneath me. Oh, that's gonna suck.
What?
Deception,
Every
not
single one
greed.
of them has been opposite.
If we're voting, are we voting on what are we doing?
I'm just thinking about who to raid.
Who to
Not
raid?
necessarily about.
Bro.
Screw it, we'll do Untold Sitcom. Most of the time when she's gotten raided, it's been through Megan, so seeing my username ought to be a little bit strange.
Bro. I'm going to remind you, every one of them has been opposite.
Not Tade. Raid! The Untold Sitcom. Not shitcom. Sitcom.
You know what? Shitcom pretty much well
Okay.
describes it.
The
Okay,
tired typos are a thing.
the Untold Sitcom is my sibling. The Untold Shitcom is me.
I don't know anything about this. I take no responsibility.
The unfelt shitcom was me for the last 2 weeks.
I think you definitely felt it, Mr. Krabs.
No, I felt it about 2 days ago after 6 hours on the porcelain throne.
Ah, bro. Gross.
Never.
Thank you guys for being my players. Thank you guys for tolerating my bullshit and my utter hardware collapse and frustration that arose from that.
Not your fault when software and hardware decide to